Along the winding rivers of China lie villages where time seems to stand still. Ancient towns mirrored on the water's surface, whispering stories of dynasties and dreams. Stone bridges, black-tiled roofs, and soft lantern light paint a scene untouched by modern haste. These riverside sanctuaries preserve not just architecture, but a way of life in harmony with nature. Let us journey through 8 timeless towns, where every reflection tells a tale of beauty, peace, and enduring tradition. Nestled at the foot of the majestic Yellow Mountains in eastern China, Shidi and Hongkun are 2 of the most enchanting ancient villages in the country. Both proudly listed as UNESCO World Heritage Sites. These twin treasures, shaped by centuries of Huizhou culture, have preserved a harmony of architecture, water, and landscape that feels like stepping into a living watercolor painting. Shidi dates back to the Song dynasty, its narrow stone lanes winding through ancestral halls and grand memorial arches that once celebrated family honor and virtue. The gentle canals running through the village were ingeniously designed to bring water to every household, reflecting a deep respect for nature and community. Time seems to move slowly here, the rhythm of footsteps on mossy paths and the faint sound of flowing water echoing between whitewashed walls. A short distance away lies Hongkun, famous for its layout inspired by the shape of an ox, with the moon pond at its heart. Traditional houses with black-tiled roofs and carved wooden windows stand gracefully along the tranquil waters. At sunrise, drifting mist and golden light transform the village into a dreamlike vision, a place where every reflection tells a story of elegance and peace. Visitors can wander along the ancient bridges, photograph shimmering reflections, or enjoy handmade tofu and fragrant mountain tea. Artists often come here to sketch, drawn by the perfect balance of form and silence. In Shidi and Hongkun, every stone path and mirrored pond carries the memory of centuries. Together, They preserve not only the artistry of traditional Chinese design, but also the timeless spirit of a life lived in harmony with the land. Hidden in the misty hills of northern Guangxi, Chengyang 8 villages form one of the most beautiful and culturally rich settlements in southern China. Home to the Dong ethnic minority, these 8 interconnected villages sit gracefully among bamboo groves, terraced fields, and winding rivers, offering a rare glimpse into a way of life that has changed little for centuries. The Dong people are renowned for their exceptional woodcraft, and nowhere is it more evident than in Chengyang's Wind and Rain Bridge, an architectural masterpiece built entirely without nails. Its covered walkway, elegant pavilions, and tiered roofs protect travelers from sun and storm, while symbolizing unity and strength within the community. Nearby, the towering drum tower rises from the center of each village, a sacred gathering place where villagers celebrate, sing, and share stories beneath its carved wooden beams. Daily life here follows the rhythm of nature. You'll see women in indigo-dyed clothes weaving cloth by the river, while farmers guide water buffalo through emerald paddies. At dusk, smoke curls from stilted wooden houses, and the echo of Dong folk songs drifts across the valley. Melodies of love, harvest, and ancestral memory sung without instruments, carried only by pure harmony. Visitors can cross wooden bridges between the villages, join families for home-cooked rice wine, or stay overnight in a traditional stilt house overlooking the fields. Festivals fill the air with color and dance, revealing the warmth and hospitality of these mountain people. In Chengyang, 8 villages, craftsmanship, music, and nature weave seamlessly together. A living symphony of wood, wind, and soul that preserves the heart of Dong culture in its most authentic form. Just off the coast of Xiamen, in Fujian province, lies Gulangyu Island, a small but enchanting paradise often called the Island of Music. Covering barely 2 square kilometers, this car-free haven feels like stepping into another era, where the sound of piano notes drifts through narrow stone lanes, mingling with the rhythm of ocean waves. A walk around Gulangyu reveals a unique blend of Eastern grace and Western elegance. During the 19th century, the island became an international settlement, leaving behind a mosaic of architectural styles. Colonial villas, Gothic churches, and traditional courtyard homes shaded by banyan trees. The Sunlight Rock, its highest point, offers sweeping views over Xiamen Bay, where turquoise water meets red-roofed houses in a scene as tranquil as a painting. Music is the island's heartbeat. Gulangyu has more pianos per capita than anywhere else in China, and its piano museum showcases rare instruments from around the world. At sunset, visitors often hear residents practicing classical pieces, their melodies echoing softly between old walls. On weekends, small open-air concerts take place in leafy courtyards, where locals and travelers gather under lantern light to share the joy of sound. The island's charm also lies in its gentle pace. Stone pathways leading to hidden gardens, seaside cafes serving jasmine tea, and art studios displaying handmade souvenirs. With no traffic, the only sounds are footsteps, laughter, and the sea. To wander through Gulangyu is to enter a living symphony, a place where architecture, nature, and music blend in perfect harmony. It is not just an island to visit, but a melody to remember, soft, timeless, and endlessly peaceful. Tucked deep within the karst mountains of northern Guangxi, Huangyao Ancient Town is a 1,000-year-old treasure where time flows as gently as the stream that winds through its heart. Built during the Song dynasty and flourishing in the Ming and Qing eras, this hidden town rests amid limestone peaks. Bamboo groves and clear rivers, a poetic landscape that feels untouched by the modern world. As you step through its stone gates, the sound of water echoes beneath arched bridges, and narrow alleys paved with worn blue-gray stones lead into a maze of courtyards and old shop fronts. The town's distinctive yin-yang tiled roofs, curved eaves, and moss-covered walls reveal the elegance of traditional Southern architecture. Red lanterns hang from wooden balconies, swaying softly in the breeze, casting warm reflections over the canal below. Huang Yao's soul lies in its rhythm of daily life. Elderly residents sit by the water, making paper fans. While artisans weave silk or craft delicate lanterns in workshops that have stood for generations. The aroma of herbal tea and tofu soup fills the air, blending with the faint sound of temple bells and river murmurs. For visitors, every turn offers a postcard view. The reflections of stone bridges in green water, sunlight filtering through vines, and children chasing along cobbled lanes. Artists and photographers come here seeking the quiet beauty of impermanence, a place where history breathes through every wall. In Huangyao, serenity and tradition live side by side. The town's limestone cliffs and ancient roofs form a timeless harmony, reminding every traveler that the most beautiful journeys are those that lead back to simplicity. To a world where water, stone, and memory meet, cradled within the waterways of Zhejiang province. Wuzhen Ancient Town stands as the beating heart of Jiangnan, a region celebrated for its rivers, bridges, and poetic beauty. With a history stretching over 1,000 years, Wuzhen captures the essence of water town life, where narrow canals flow past whitewashed houses and time drifts as gently as the boats that glide upon the water. Walking through Wuzhen feels like stepping into a living painting. Stone bridges arch gracefully over canals, their reflections forming perfect circles on the still surface below. Wooden houses line the water's edge. Their black-tiled roofs draped with moss, and red lanterns glowing softly at dusk. The air carries the faint scent of soy sauce and indigo dye from traditional workshops that have operated for generations. The town is divided into two main sections, East Gate and West Gate. Each preserving the charm of ancient commerce and craftsmanship. In the east, visitors can explore the Blue Dye Workshop, where artisans color fabric with deep natural hues. Or visit the Ancient Bed Museum, showcasing ornate wooden carvings. The West Gate, quieter and more atmospheric, invites you to drift along the canal by gondola. Lantern light flickering across the rippling water. Festivals bring Wuzhen to life, especially the Lantern Festival. When the entire town glows with floating lights and laughter echoes through narrow alleys. At night, the water mirrors 1,000 golden sparks, and every bridge becomes a portal between past and present. In Wuzhen, history and modernity coexist in poetic balance. The calm water, timeless architecture, and gentle rhythm of local life remind every traveler that beauty does not fade with time. It deepens. Like the quiet reflections shimmering beneath the bridges of Jiangnan. Nestled beside quiet canals and fertile fields, Sitong Ancient Town is a hidden jewel of the Jiangnan region, a place where the heartbeat of rural life still follows the rhythm of the seasons. unlike grander tourist towns, Xitong remains humble and authentic. Its charm found not in luxury, but in the harmony between earth, water, and tradition. The town's layout reflects its agricultural roots. Narrow stone alleys wind between yin-yang tiled roofs, ancient wells, and weathered stone bridges that link both sides of the canal. Along the waterfront, farmers wash vegetables and lay freshly dyed fabrics under the sun, while temple bells ring softly in the distance. Each corner carries the scent of soil after rain, reminding visitors that Xitong was, and still is, a living, breathing farming community. What truly sets Xitong apart is its deep connection to seasonal festivals. In spring, villagers gather to pray for rain and good harvests, performing colorful rituals by the riverbank, where drums, incense, and lanterns light up the night. During harvest season, the town bursts into celebration, tables filled with rice cakes, steaming tea, and songs that tell stories of gratitude to the land. Visitors can join locals in crafting handmade lanterns, tasting freshly milled rice wine, or simply sitting under ancient camphor trees, watching the slow flow of the canal. The people here live by a rhythm older than memory, simple, kind, and full of joy in small things. In Xitong, every day feels like a gentle festival of life. Between the mossy bridges, murmuring waters, and golden fields, this timeless village preserves the spirit of old Jiangnan. Where community, faith, and the changing seasons are celebrated as one eternal dance. Resting quietly along a winding canal, Nangan Ancient Town is a hidden sanctuary where the beauty of wood and water meet in perfect harmony. With its centuries-old wooden houses, carved doorways, and rippling reflections on the river, Nangan offers a glimpse into the soul of southern China's craftsmanship and serene living. The town's architecture is a masterpiece of detail and balance. Traditional stilt houses rise gracefully above the canal, their dark wooden beams polished smooth by time. Intricate carvings of dragons, phoenixes, and floral motifs adorn door frames. While curved eaves cast elegant shadows on the cobbled streets below. When morning light filters through, the entire town glows in soft amber tones, revealing layers of artistry that generations of carpenters have passed down. Life here unfolds at a tranquil pace. Locals still practice ancient trades: wood carving, tea making, and silk weaving, in workshops that open directly onto the water. You can hear the rhythmic tapping of chisels echoing from a craftsman's shop. Or smell the faint aroma of tea leaves being roasted in clay pots. In the afternoon, elders sit by the riverside, sipping tea and chatting, while the gentle sound of oars drifts across the still canal. Visitors to Nangan often say it feels like time stands still. A simple walk across its stone bridges or through a shaded courtyard reveals the quiet dignity of a town that has aged gracefully. At sunset, lanterns reflect on the water, turning the canal into a golden mirror of memory. In Nangan Ancient Town, every ripple and grain of wood tells a story of skill, patience, and a deep bond between people and the land they call home. At the meeting point of three rivers in Anhui Province lies Sanhe Ancient Town, a place where water defines every rhythm of life. Its name, meaning three rivers converging, perfectly captures its soul. A town born from waterways, where wooden bridges, stilted houses, and glimmering reflections weave a timeless landscape of peace and connection. With a history stretching back over 2,500 years, Sanhe was once a bustling trade port linking merchants between North and South China. Today, it preserves that heritage in its elegant stone bridges, arched corridors, and narrow alleys lined with dark wooden homes. The town's architecture follows the natural flow of water. Canals wind softly through courtyards, and graceful willow trees bend toward their mirrored images below. When dusk falls, rows of red lanterns flicker to life, their glow floating gently over the river's surface. Sanhe is also known for its living traditions. Local artisans still cast bronze, embroider silk, and brew fragrant rice wine using family recipes passed down for generations. During festivals, the entire town transforms into a sea of lights and laughter. Boats drifting beneath fireworks, music echoing through the night, and villagers celebrating with dance and folk songs along the riverbanks. Visitors can glide along the waterways by small wooden boat, passing beneath ancient bridges while the lanterns reflect above like twin galaxies. The scent of tea, the sound of paddles, and the sight of warm smiles create a sense of harmony that feels both ancient and intimate. In Sanhee Ancient Town, water is more than scenery. It is life itself. Here, history flows like a river, calm, continuous, and forever carrying the stories of those who have lived and dreamed along its tranquil shores. Across these timeless riverside towns, from misty mountain villages to tranquil canal cities, life still flows with the quiet grace of water. Each place tells a story of craftsmanship and community, of faith and the enduring beauty of simplicity. Walking through their moss-covered bridges and narrow stone lanes, travelers don't just see history, they feel it, alive in every reflection. These ancient towns are not frozen in time. They breathe with it, offering a gentle reminder that peace can still be found where rivers meet and hearts slow down.